Hey, what's up guys? It's Flying Scorpion here, and I've got some Elder Kraken for you. Kraken's a character that I have never done a PGAC on before. I hardly played any Kraken or Elder Kraken in Legacy Evolved, so this is a monster that I've got a lot of catch up to do, a lot to learn on if I want to be at a pretty good level with him. So we're on Wraith Trap, and I'm actually going to go back here, and I'm going to talk about the hunter composition. This is something that I didn't do in the previous couple of PGACs that I've made. So in this hunter composition, we've got Val. It looks like almost all of the first generation of hunters except for Sunny. But yeah, Val's going to have really good single targets. Obviously, Markov's mines will be a bit of an issue, but not so much of an issue with your ability to fly with Elder Kraken. But in this composition, I think that Val is going to be hard to take out with Sunny's boosting, with her thruster boost or her jetpack boost. And Elder Kraken's abilities are pretty highly telegraphed. The Banshee missile, it takes a long time to travel. I'm going to start playing the video now. The Banshee missile has a long travel time in the air. The lightning strike has a bit of a delay before it hits. And the aftershock also is really highly telegraphed. So I don't want to focus on the medic right away. I think I'd rather focus on Sunny first, because Sunny will not be able to boost her own jetpack. And there's a greater chance that I'll actually hit her with my Banshee missiles and lightning strikes and so on and so forth. So I take the right-hand side path. This is a path that I'm familiar with and comfortable with. I think it's pretty good. I like it anyhow. There's nice clusters of Reavers, a couple clusters of Reavers on the way. Currently in the patch right now, those hounds, those dogs, don't give any meat. But in the next patch, they should be able to eat those for one meal each, and they should only spawn in packs of like 3, I think, something less than what they currently do. So you can eat those too, I guess, and they die pretty fast. So I scare that bird. It makes a shriek. I don't care. I'm not trying to be stealthy with Elder Kraken. I'm not sure if Elder Kraken's as good as stealthing as Wraith is, because Elder Kraken's, I think he's a little bit bigger. He flies through the air. His abilities create a shitload of large particle effects and visual effects, so it's just easy to see him and know where he is. So I'm just going to go for eating and not trying to move and sneak or anything like that. The combo there was Death Spiral into Banshee Missile into Lightning Strike, and that killed that thing pretty fast. So I see a hunter there. I'm not sure which one it is. I didn't pay too much close attention to their names at the beginning. But turns out it's the Trapper. Banshee Missile onto her. Does okay damage. That was a bad timing for the Chain Lightning. I'm going for the Medic now, just by force of habit, but I remember, oh yeah, I want to go for the support. That was the support that I just hit, and I'm running into an issue here. I'm going to slow it down. I'm running into an issue here because I look at the names here, and I see this yellowish color over top of that person's whose name is a couple boxes, and I think that it's the support. And the problem for me is that the support and the Trapper, the color of their names are almost the same. And then I remember and I realize, wait a minute, this is the support, and now I've got the person focused. So we're going to go back to normal speed here. I hope that in the future, I'm going to slow it down again. I hope that in the future, maybe TRS can do just a small quality of life improvement where they make the color more distinguishable, the difference in color more distinguishable between the Trapper and the support. So I'm still learning here, but that wasn't an optimal time to use Chain Lightning, but that was a good time to use Banshee Missile. Banshee Missile, when you're close to them, on a wall, or when they're close to something, a Banshee Missile can hit and do splash damage on them. That was also a really good placement for Death Spiral because it's covering a lot of space. And going in for a couple hits here, this is a good time to use Chain Lightning. It just bounced across everybody. This would be a good time to get close, launch the Banshee Missile to finish her off while I'm just right next to her. And the Assault's having a hard time getting damage off on me. That was a really good time to use Death Spiral. It gets the body, prevents her from reviving the body, the medic from reviving the incapped hunter, and it also destroyed the what's it called, the deployed shield drone at the same time. That would have been a really good time to get chain lightning off, but they all moved just out of range. If I stayed close to the incapped hunter, I may have linked it between everybody, and I think I'm going to do that pretty soon here. I'm going to use chain lightning on the incapped hunter, and it'll chain across. Assault is helping me by staying close to the incapped hunter. You're going to see this here. See it chained across everybody from the incapped hunter. With the assault being close to the incapped hunter, I was able to get splash damage on both the assault and the incapped hunter, prevent them from bringing her back. Do a little death spiral to get a little bit of chip damage on them as they move towards me, and I realized, you know what, I've lost all my armor. I haven't lost much health, but I did get the incap. And instead of sticking around and going for the aggressive incaps, I'm going to just go ahead and peel off, get some distance, and try to get stage 2. So that's going to slow them down and hinder them as they move towards me, or make them take some damage if they decide to come towards me still. And I'm just going to head over here, boost up into the air, get a little swing at these guys, take them out, and then evolve. So I've got a couple meals for me ready to go as soon as I come out of this into stage 2. But the assault is doing a really good job staying close to me. Now, I spread my points out at stage 2. I always do this, but I considered for a moment putting Banshee missiles, putting 3 points into Banshee missiles. See, there's the assault. He forces me off. What I plan on doing is when I get to stage 3, putting 3 points into Banshee missiles, because I think Banshee missiles benefits the most from having 3 points in it. So I decide to engage. I'm going straight for the support again. That was a bad placement of my Death Spiral. I'm going to slow it down again. See how that didn't hit her? Because when you're up in the air above Elder Kraken, you don't get hit from the chain lightning, unless it chains to you from somebody down below. That was a better placement for Death Spiral, but still not optimal. It's cut off by a lot of terrain, and it's not covering much of the battlefield. See how I'm hugging her? I'm staying really close to her, because I want her close to get both the chain lightning and also for the Banshee missiles to not have issues with their travel time. Again, slightly suboptimal placement of the Death Spiral, but finish her off with the Banshee missile anyhow. I want to go for a kill on Daisy here, but I miss. Daisy gets away. I'm going to Death Spiral in this direction to cut off more of the terrain. That was a much better placement of Death Spiral. It finishes off the Maggie. It's getting chip damage on the assault, and I think it might have also been getting damage off on the incapped hunter on the side. Trying to go for a push on the assault here to finish him off. He does have his damage resistance up. It's going to keep him alive. Death Spiral again in their general direction and also over the body, cutting off a lot of the battlefield. I'm launching that Banshee missile into the Death Spiral. Death Spiral will masquerade the or hinder the vision of the Banshee missile, so it's less obvious and they don't see it as easily. Assault's about to go down. Another Death Spiral, slightly suboptimal placement. It goes down through the floor. You'd rather have it more shooting straight horizontally across the battlefield, but that's okay. Getting some good damage off on the medic. Go for a pounce attack. I thought that I had them all incapped, but I didn't. There's still the Trapper. Gonna go for just to finish off this medic. And there we go. She goes down. I'm saving the heavy hitters for the Trapper here. I'm launching that Banshee missile. Banshee missile's heading out. Misses the Trapper. I launched that lightning ahead of the Trapper to try and slow the Trapper down and make him not want to push forward like that. This is going to force the Trapper to take damage. I want to go for a pounce attack there and keep him locked into the Death Spiral, but he does a good job getting some distance away from me. Launching another Banshee missile up ahead of him. It does hit, and I finish him off with the Lightning Strike. So, there you go. I definitely have some improvements to make with my Death Spiral placement. So we're going to go back to normal speed here. And again, these are against like Bronze Elite, Bronze Destroyer players. When against the Silver players, it's going to be harder, and I'm looking forward to learning from those matches. But as you can see here, barely any fucking progress towards Bronze Destroyer, despite the 16-game win streak that I'm on right now. This is going to take a long time to get out of Bronze League into Silver League. But anyways, I'm Flying Scorpion. That's my Elder Kraken PGAC. It's the first and only Elder Kraken match I've had today. I just recorded it and did this PGAC. If you liked the video, if you think it was helpful or entertaining, give me a thumbs up or a comment. I'd like to hear from you, any feedback from you. Regardless, thanks for watching. Adios.